Hey everybody, Boris Schlossberg from BK Forex. Welcome to our daily Forex technicals for 327.13. Euro dollar hits fresh year-to-date lows. As always, past performance is not indicative of future results. Trading Forex carries high level risk may not be suitable for all investors. High degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before deciding to trade any such leverage products, you should carefully consider your investment objectives, level of experience, and risk appetite. Possibility exists that you sustain a loss on your initial investment. Therefore, you should not invest money you cannot afford to lose. Should be aware of all the risks associated with trading on margin and seek advice from independent financial advisor if you have any doubts. Information, including commentary trader ideas, provided here on bkforce.com should not be relied upon as a substitute for extensive independent research, which should be performed before making investment decisions. BK Forex LLC and Com are merely providing this information for your general information. The information and opinions presented do not take into account any particular individual investment objectives, financial situation, or needs. All investors should obtain advice based upon their unique situation before making investment decisions. They should tailor the trade size and leverage of their trading and their personal risk appetite. We're not responsible for any loss incurred in investments made by readers and clients as a result of any information contained here. And we do not render investment, legal, tax, or other professional advice. If investment, legal, tax, or other such expert assistance is required, seek services of a competent professional. All right. Well, Euro definitely the story of the early trade here in European dealing. We break to fresh year-to-date lows. There was a big barrier, as everybody knew, around 28.25. They got taken out, and now we're sort of doing a consolidation, trying to see if we can probe lower. The Euro obviously trying to take fresh. Let's go on a longer time chart so we can just take a look at where we're at. I think we can go. Yeah, you can go. This is the yearly chart. The key reference point here on a technical basis here is no. I have to go a little bit further. This is the reference point. The reference point is from November of last year when the low was around 2698, basically 2700, somewhere around there. I mean, obviously the probe here that took out 2825s is driving towards the 28 barrier, and you know 28 being the next support level, 2750 support level there, and of course the really steep support level of 2700. Now Euro has this been doing this kind of a dance where it drops to the 50 or the 00 level, consolidates, tries to do a tepid rebound, then drops further. So the step process is what's been going on over the last several weeks. But today's action definitely starts out on a negative note. We talked about the idea that 2 days ago, this reversal, this vicious little reversal on Monday, definitely weighed negatively on the euro. I didn't know if it was going to take a day or two, perhaps three, to create fresh lows, but it looks like maybe it only took 2 days so far to create fresh lows. The key thing, of course, now is continuation. We definitely need to see this come in and try to break down 2800 on a downside to accelerate momentum. This is, you see this candle over here, it's very similar. It's kind of a shooting star candle, very similar to the candle here that dominates downside price action. But notice the downside price action is sort of very gradual. You know, you have this big reversal, but the downside price action is very distributed. We're not having these very, very sharp 1-2 day rallies, and this may very well be the case where it's just sort of very distributively to the downside. But Euro clearly the key look today as we're approaching some very, very important levels. Typically fresh year-to-date lows, all of those type of numbers tend to have more continuation. When you break the lows, you generally tend to have more continuation. So we're hoping to see further continuation to the downside on the euro as far as that goes. Dollar yen acting okay. A lot of people are trying to make a relatively bullish case that dollar yen held 94.50. That this puts us more on track towards the 95s and above. I think the bullish case is sort of neutral at best right now for dollar yen. Yes, we held 94.50. We definitely held 93.50, which was the key value zone here, and that created a nice trade back up here. But as you can see, the 95 definitely dominates the resistance to the upside. And to me, I think you need to clear 95s here in order to get convincingly bullish that this could recover all the way out to the 96s. So for now, neutral bias in my opinion. Neither fish nor fowl. It's kind of just consolidating, and I think only a breakout above 95s would give you a definitive conviction that yes, there's a possibility to go 95.50s, 9600 on the upside. Cable also really marking its time. Not doing much here. This 51.50 level was a key support level, and so far cable has just basically, look at this. How many hours? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically 24 hours. that we've just done nothing but trade this 5150 level as a consolidation level, and I think that's sort of the equilibrium support for for cable right now. We break the low here, that definitely does open. I think if we break towards the 5130, that really opens up the probability of 5100, and then of course a longer term distribution all the way out to 150.50. As long as we hold somewhere around here, it's relatively neutral. Only a break, and this is right now you could try to trade the break above 5200, but this is very range bound. You see this kind of a consolidated range. It's very choppy, and I think very non-directional in many ways. This is clearly support. This is the fresh resistance at 5250. If you're trading support resistance as a support resistance trader, yes, you try to buy here towards here, but anything in the middle here on a momentum basis just gives you nothing. On a momentum trade, it's a trade above the 5250 and probably below 5130 to the downside as the key breakout levels in the pound. And honestly, holding tight. Although we just failed the 105s, but still holding tight, looking relatively okay. And I do think if we have a run, we have a reasonable chance of knocking out the 105s. Having said this, though, once we take out the 105s, let me just look at this on a daily basis. Oh, sorry, not enough time. Let's go to 1 year. We take out the 105s over here. The resistance level here is around 105.50s. So there's a reasonable chance that we could try to make the 105.50s with the 105s, but I think progressively above 105s it starts to get a lot more choppy and a lot more defensive, as there's going to be a lot of resistance here around this 105 level. In the meantime, I think Kiwi. Let me just see what Kiwi has done. Yeah, Kiwi is just same kind of a story where it's just on the cusp of hitting the very key 84 level. Now 84 is sort of a mild resistance level, and then of course the really big resistance level is 85, and that's similarly the story that you see in Aussie Kiwi, where the 105.50 is the major resistance, the 105 minor, 84 minor, 85 major in the Kiwi, and I think coming into this range you're going to probably get a lot more offers as longer term sellers and longer term offers are going to start coming into the trade. But back to the euro, that is the key story right now. Fresh year-to-date lows. That's what we're looking at. And let's see if we can push this all the way down to 2800 as the night progresses on fresh lows to the year. This is Boris Schlossberg, wishing you guys the best of luck and the best of trading. Over and out.